Hello everyone and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you for being here. These are your readings from May the 1st until May the 15th of 2020. I will be doing a Celtic cross, but I will be starting this reading with some planetary news. Just looking quickly at the stars. If you want to stick around, you may do so. As with the reading today, I will be taking the Connolly tarot for the main spread. I will be taking a couple of cards from the Doreen Virtue Romance Angels. At the end of the reading, you'll be able to ask your question and get an angel answer. I will be using the Vera Sibilla, which I use many times, usually on the longer readings. I will be clarifying the reading with the small Rider-Waite. And I will also be taking a couple of personalized messages from the characters that are showing up in the reading. So do stay until the end of the reading. I will have in the description box below the timestamp, so when the tarot starts, for those of you that are not interested in the astrology. Also, I'd like to mention that I do take a guidance card every day on social media. My links are in the description box below. And I also do a reading, the daily divine spread for all of you, and I keep you guided daily as what is going on the collective scale, but as well as on a personal. I do read the cards as they speak to me, how I feel they should be read. So I do hope that you are enjoying these daily readings. Okay, I think I will leave it at that. Let's start off with the astrology a little bit for May, as I always do more astrology at the beginning of the month than in the mid-month readings. I'm also uploading, I forgot to say, love readings. Okay, and the love readings usually go from mid-month to mid-month of the next month. So I've done April until mid-May now. You can watch those. They're up on my channel. I think that's all I've got to say. Let's quickly look at May and the astrology. What is important to say is that Venus moving through the sign of Gemini, she's actually going to be turning retrograde on the 12th or 13th of May, depending on where you are in the world. Venus will be retrograding until roughly the end of June. She'll be coming out of shadow in July, so she will be in that sign, the sign of Gemini, for quite a while. She will be squaring over to Neptune in the sign of Pisces. It will be, most of her transit, her retrograde motion will be squaring Neptune, and this is Venus trying to make sense. Okay, where there is no sense, where there is confusion, Neptune. She's also going to be showing us what is valuable, what we love, what is the truth, because Gemini is all about the truth. It's all about communicating. Communicating in relation to what is important to us, what we want to manifest. Now we know that Venus moving through the sign of Gemini, right across is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, which is right across, it's in opposition to Gemini. Sagittarius is all about the truth. So Venus is now trying to communicate and work through any problems. We know that with retrograde motion, it's a time to redirect the energy, go inwards, as we know that the planet is more closer to the earth, and therefore its energy is more amplified. And interesting to know that Jupiter, the day after, will be retrograding. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which is right across. So that'll be interesting. Now, what else we've got in the month of May is that we're having a super full moon in the sign of Scorpio. We know that Scorpio is already very deep and transformative. So things that have been hidden, which is Scorpio, secrets, fears that have been hidden, that haven't been shown to us, will be, as a full moon is a culmination. There's a lot of light. It's the reflection of the moon and the sun. So we get to see what endings are around the archetype of Scorpio. Okay, so that's going to be happening on the 7th of May. Okay, 7th of May, and that'll be very interesting, as we know it's going to be very transformative, whatever we're going to be shown. Now, that's the new moon. We had a new moon in Taurus at the end of April, and now we're going to see the full moon culmination in the sign of Scorpio. And we know that Scorpio and Taurus are right across from each other. Whenever there is a new moon in one sign, the opposite sign has the full moon. So, new moon in Taurus, as we're still in Taurus season, happy birthday to those of you that are Tauruses. We always have that new moon in our birthday. So obviously the moon is brand new in the sign of Taurus. Now we're going to see the culmination in the sign opposite, which is Scorpio. And, well, it's going to be very interesting to see. Now we're going to have in the month of May, on the 22nd of May, we're going to have a new moon in the sign of Gemini, as we will, towards the end of May, we move into the time of Gemini. So I'm going to wish those of you that are Gemini happy birthday for the later part of May. You will be having your new moon. So a new moon in the sign of Gemini at on the 22nd of May. Now, on May 11th, Mercury will be entering Gemini, as Mercury is still now in the sign of Taurus. Okay, so today is the 30th of April, and Mercury is still transiting through the sign of Taurus. As I said, on the 11th, moves into Gemini. We know that Mercury rules Gemini, and therefore this will be strong communication. We know Mercury is about business, collaboration, anything to do with the internet, okay, anything electronic, anything that speaks to mobility, and anything surrounding communication. And at the end of May, Mercury on the 28th will be moving into the sign of Cancer. Now, so Venus will be transiting through the sign of Gemini the whole of the month. Mars will be entering Pisces, as Mars is still transiting through the air sign of Aquarius. Mars, and Mars is fire, air is what is Aquarius, so fire and air, there's quick movement with Mars through the sign of Aquarius. On May 13th, Mars will be moving into Pisces. That nebulous area of Pisces will be slowing Mars down. Mars is practically, that's how I feel, Mars slows down in Pisces, as there is a lot of nebulous, yes, lack of clarity, but it's also, Pisces is a water sign. So water trumps fire, it puts it out, so it slows it down. Okay, Jupiter, as I said, will be retrograding, yes, in the sign of Capricorn still. Saturn on May 11th will start retrograding back. Saturn in Aquarius, it's roughly just past the 1 degree. It will be moving back towards the area of Capricorn. Saturn rules both Capricorn and Aquarius, so it's comfortable in both places, but Saturn in Aquarius is more lighter. It's not as heavy as what in Capricorn. Now it's moving back towards Capricorn again. It's going to finish anything that it left behind. And we know that Saturn is much more heavier in Capricorn, but it will be moving backwards to, re-look at something before it starts to move direct again. So they're the most important things to mention. I just wanted to mention also that full moon in the sign of Scorpio will be around the 17-degree mark on May 7th. So for those of you that are familiar with your charts, you can see what is happening around that 17th degree mark. If you've got something around the 17th degree of any fixed signs, because Scorpio is fixed. So the fixed signs are Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. Okay, so anything that is any planets or points that you've got around those degrees, it means that you will be affected very strongly by this full moon. Also, I'm going to mention the most important thing I nearly forgot is that around the 5th of May, the nodes, North Node, South Nodes of the moon will be changing. North Node in the sign of Cancer will be moving into Gemini, and the South Node in the sign of Capricorn will be moving into Sag. We know that the nodes move in the opposite way to what the planets do. So we're leaving the areas Cancer, home, Capricorn, work, career, and we're moving into North Node in Gemini, which I've already mentioned what Gemini is all about, and Sagittarius is all about freedom, going on that adventure. That's where the South Node will be, leaving old structures, old beliefs in the past. We know that the South Node is something that's very familiar to us, and it's very, very karmic. So leaving things to do with Sagittarius is also foreigners. It's also higher education. It's the house of philosophy, and we know that Gemini is all about learning in a group environment, what is close to our foundation, our neighborhood, any teachings and anything to do with, again, communication. Fresh energy is Gemini, whereas Sagittarius is more the philosophy. It's the wisdom, the wise. So North Node will be moving into Gemini, South Node will be in Sagittarius. Okay, and I will more than likely put in something. I'm going to do another video more than likely on the nodes as soon as I have these videos up. So I want to leave the astrology where it is at the moment. Thank you so much for listening. Let's now go on to your tarot reading, everyone. Hello, dear Libra. Welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you so much for being here for your May 1st to the 15th of 2020 general and love reading. Let's see what is going on for you, dear Libra. For those of you that have not watched the first part of the video, I do explain a lot of the astrology. It does help you understand how the energies are playing out. I do prefer to tie tarot in with the astrology. It gives you a more all-rounded picture. So please, Spirit, for Libra. Libra in relationships, family, love, connections, business, and life in general. So let's see. Libra, please, Spirit. Okay, your Celtic cross, which I usually do at the beginning of the month. Let's take the first card, the now position. We've got the King of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, someone who is driven by their desires, someone who is very magnetic. He is someone who takes action. They take the initiative. They will move towards what they desire to accomplish. King of Wands. What is your challenge? The Fool. So your challenge is to have a new beginning, dear Libra. Okay. We know that the Fool is Aries. Aries is the warrior. Okay, the Fool is someone who travels lightly. This is a brand new cycle. Have you Obviously, for this to be in the challenge position, you are at the end of some sort of a cycle, and this is the theme that is coming up a lot in all the readings. Okay, so the Fool is someone who's willing to take that risk, go on a journey. This is someone who's willing to explore. Let's see what is in the foundation. We have the Two of Wands, and this is Sagittarian, the Sagittarius card for me. You may be dealing with someone that could be a foreigner, someone who could be living at a distance to you, but also someone who's very worldly. Okay, and what I see in the Connolly tarot that I'm using, as you can see, there's a couple of birds here on that wand. They're bringing in more passion. So this is help, and what I mean by that is the man is holding one wand. There is another wand, a message of desire and passion coming in. So I do feel that this is Libra, and some of you may have strong fire in your chart as well. This is two people that are driven by their desires, and they're meeting in the middle here. What about in the recent past? We have the Lovers, and the Lovers is Gemini. This is a divine union. Major Arcana, very important relationship. It could also be a decision whether you go with your heart or what your mind is telling you, dear Libra. Libra, your ruling planet Venus will be retrograding in the month of May, around the 13th. You are looking for balance and harmony. Some of you may even be dealing with past situations, people from the past. That's what happens especially when our ruling planet is going retrograde. It's not a time of moving forward into something brand new. It's more like we're taking the time out to work on partnerships, relationships, and anything that is important to us. Okay, Gemini is all about the communication, the logic. Now, some of you, yes, may be at a distance. Others of you may be dealing with someone that is around your neighborhood or someone that you collaborate in business with. That's what Gemini is. What's on your mind? And you've got money on your mind. You've got family. You've got tradition, a legacy. This is probably what you're working towards now. Libra is usually being the sign of harmony and balance. You are usually very democratic, and therefore you're very good with communication. You're very good with trying to see that others are happy, and therefore you receive from that as well. So you could be the instigator of some sort of a partnership here, a partnership of harmony. But also we know that the house of Libra is in the natural horoscope. It's other people. So this Ten of Pentacles, we know, can be the marriage card. It can also mean money, monetary values, things of importance. But as well as that, it's not only that, it's our security. It's how we feel secure where family is concerned. What about in the near future? We have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles usually in this deck says to me that you're halfway there, that things are up in the air. Those Two of Pentacles that is juggling in the air, he's secured the two, so he's halfway there. Those two that he is trying to decide on, or maybe even he's working really hard to secure a foundation, or this could even be someone who's been holding back on their emotions, holding back on sharing anything monetary. And we know that when we're in a connection where there is sharing of, our values and things of importance and monetary and things that are monetary, then that is a very important relationship. If you've been dealing with someone that has been holding back on any of these things, then this would be here, someone who's trying to make a decision in relation to their stability and what will give them security, I feel, here. So someone could be juggling, yes. Could be juggling between two different people. Usually this is the miser card. So someone may not be feeling worthy of love, and therefore they're putting in that extra effort, and this could even be you, dear Libra. They're putting in that extra effort, they're extending themselves, and that could be someone who is trying to perform miracles here, trying to make, they're trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. They're working with very little tools, very few tools, so that they can manifest something secure and something that is very dear to them. Let's look at the position of you. And we've got the moon here. And the moon is Cancer, Pisces energies. The moon is all about fears. Again, it does speak of security, security where family is concerned. The moon can also speak of intuition, strong intuition, and also illusions. Now, we are going to be having a full moon on the 7th of May in the sign of Scorpio. And that, dear Libra, for you will be in your second house of values, things that are of value, whatever you own, but also self-worth. Okay, let's see what's surrounding you. And we've got the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is that fire sign. Usually I do see the Knight of Wands as Sagittarian. This is someone who is going to move forward as soon as the door is open, obviously. Once lockdown stops, the Knight of Wands is someone who will be taking that wand with him. So he will be taking on this creative project, or whatever he desires to manifest, he will be moving quickly on that. So he is driven by fire, and therefore nothing's going to stop him. Now, this could be someone who needs to work, to travel for work, or someone that, I'm going to say, this could also mean someone who is used to being on their own. This is usually the player knight, someone who doesn't like to stop in one place for too long. So there's a sense of immaturity with this Knight of Wands. Here we've got the King of Wands, but the challenge is for someone to start this new cycle, for someone to take that risk, to go on a journey. Here I do see that the Knight of Wands is ready to take the action, but we know that, yeah, knights are all about action, so he is looking towards the future. Let's see what else comes through. The hopes and fears is the Three of Wands. You are hoping to expand, and some of you may be hoping that you don't have to wait too long for those ships of yours to come in. We know that threes always speak of expansion. Some of you could also be fearing that, and I feel as though you may be dealing with someone that that could already be in a marriage, and I feel as though that's what the fears, that's where your fears stem from. You are fearing that if it's not a marriage, it's a long-term partnership. You may be fearing that there could be a third person here, and that's why, if they haven't been giving you the sense of security or being with you, if this is a romantic situation, you're not feeling secure here, and you are looking for security and balance. And I feel as though you're going to go the mile to find out that information. Now, could it be that your partner will go the distance to prove that to you, to prove that they want to manifest this relationship? As I feel as though you're in your fears, let's look at the outcome. And we've got the Ace of Swords, which can mean clarity. Okay, Ace of Swords is a success. It is communication. It is a new beginning. And it's all about the truth. What's at the bottom of the deck? We've got the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment, dear Libra. Nine of Cups is usually the wish card, but it can also mean someone is feeling very smug, very happy with themselves. Let's see what's beneath it. That way we will figure this out. This is a wish fulfillment. As you can see, we've got the Three of Cups here, but in the Connolly Tarot, there isn't. We don't have three people. There's only two. Okay, the third character here is the angel. It's spirit that is blessing this union, this very important connection. What's beneath that? And we've got the Five of Pentacles. So a sense of lack, a lack of knowledge, a lack of stability, and a lack of self-worth. Okay, I don't feel as though you had both recognized each other in the past. With that Five of Pentacles, we have the 5, and here we've got the 4. So it may be, dear Libra, that you already understand that this is a soulmate connection. The person you're dealing with may not have understood that yet, as of yet. Let's have a look at the romance angels. Now, if this is a business, if this has got anything to do with money, okay, I see that you're still fighting for stability here. I mean, your goal is to get to the Ten of Pentacles. You need stability here. You're aiming really high, dear Libra. But this is a new cycle. This is a new game. This is a new foundation that we're building now. And in the near future, with the Four of Pentacles, you're at that stage where you're going to be trying to manifest with very little that you have. And you're going to go the mile. You're hoping the initial success point here, and the Ace of Swords is saying that you will have a successful new beginning. Let's look at your love life. Please, Spirit Guides and Angels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Jophiel, for Libra. What's going on in their love life? What's happening with Libra and their love life? Please show me. May, beginning till mid. We've got the soulmate card. Yes, this is your soulmate. And I do feel, as I said, that you have come to the realization first. This is a very strong connection. For some of you, this doesn't have to be a love relationship. We're not only looking at love here. We're talking about a soulmate connection, which can be two people, two family members, two friends, two colleagues. This is a soulmate connection, which is saying that with putting in some effort here, you can have a brand new beginning here. As I do feel that there is a feeling, a sense of lack. There was a lot of security here. Maybe it's this lockdown, maybe it's this season. You have had to make a very difficult decision, a head over heart decision in the recent past. And this could mean, of course, as the challenge is to start a new cycle, and this may have been you being quite successful as the door was open. At your foundation, you have the Two of Wands, which, yes, another two, which speaks of choices, but it also speaks of the door open, the door having been open. This decision may have been also that you're wanting to expand, your business, expand and take it to other places. But this is, and I don't think that you're able to do this on your own, dear Libra, and I know that Libran people always work much better in partnership. Okay, let's take another card in relation to love. We've got soulmate. We've got children. Your love life is being affected by children. Okay, we do have the family card here. So some of you may have your own children. You may be dealing with someone that comes with a family, and this King of Wands is more than likely your partner. Okay, and we've got the family card there. So yes, Children are of importance here. Now, I do see the children card as trust as well, that you need to trust that there is innocence here. And I do believe more than likely that if you've had any doubts because your fear is that there isn't a third person, or for those of you that are dealing with someone who's come out of a commitment, you may be fearing that their ex is still in the picture, but I don't feel that that's the case here. Let's take another card. And we've got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And that means sharing time, important time together, spending moments, special moments together. And this does show a bride and a groom. So what that says to me is that at some point, you will be able to spend very important time together where you're going to feel as one. Let's see what's at the bottom. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. And we've got flirt. Now, yes, maybe you are dealing with someone that is quite flirtatious. We know that the King of Wands could be someone that is quite flirty, very friendly with many other people. But I don't think that that's the case here where love is concerned, as we do have the soulmate card. The thing is, do they realize that you are their soulmate is the question. So we've got the Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the High Priestess, which is all about intuition, strong intuition. Yes, it can speak of having a deep knowing. And 10 of Wands. This in the distant past is saying that there was a completion here, but you've been planting the seeds. So you've done the work in the past, dear Libra, and you've been going with what your intuition is telling you. Now, the Five of Pentacles is a lack of knowing, and this could be the other person. Could it be an earth sign? Could they have earth in their chart? We do have a fair bit of water here, which would be Cancer or Pisces. Let's take some more cards. Let's have a look at another layer. Let's have a look at this King of Wands. We have Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is someone that's got a lot that they're up against, someone that's dealing with a lot. But the King of Wands may also have been someone that is fighting a connection, fighting the understanding of a soulmate connection. So what I feel here is that that's more than likely why there have been doubts in your mind, I feel. But the Seven of Wands says that you've got the upper hand. Keep pushing towards what you want to move to. The Fool. And there is the Ace of Swords again. Ace of Swords is clarity. So the challenge is to successfully start this new cycle. Okay? And take the risk. Be truthful and be open, dear Libra. That's what will help you. Okay? What's at the foundation? And we've got the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is someone that's very slow moving. Knight of Cups is someone with an open heart. I do feel as though, because we've got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Some of you, those of you that are single out there, you may be making a choice between two different energies, two different archetypes. We know that the Knight of Cups is someone that is open emotionally, but they are careful with their heart. So you can't really depend on them. Whereas the Knight of Wands is someone that has got the fire behind them. They will take the action. Okay, if this is the same person, I think they had cold feet about getting into this relationship. Maybe they were still trying to clear out their past. Okay. And this is obviously an offer. It looks as though this person does have that romantic nature, but he is sitting right on the top of the Two of Wands. And these could be sweet words of communication, as the birds are bringing that wand, right? Sweet words of communication could also be through social media. Let's look at the Lovers. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So once the decision has been made, the beginning has started here. This page is studying this pentacle, trying to work out how he can extend this, how he can make this long term. Now, of course, this could also be the pages. Pages are also messages, but they're also juvenile. So teenage, young adults. This could be a child. I say this could be a child, but this could also mean the beginning. In the recent past, this is the indication of something you may have realized, that a message in the past did promise something long-lasting. Let's have a look. As the Page of Pentacles turns into the Ten of Pentacles here, that's what you're wanting to move towards. And we've got the Queen of Wands. So King of Wands and Queen of Wands. Beautiful. Okay, soulmate connection, no doubt. Now, could it be that the Queen of Wands wants to stabilize a family, feel more secure with people around that are family? She wants to extend herself. She wants to get stable. But also, this could also mean that the feminine in this relationship, divine feminine, is mainly the one that's coming from a family situation. So let's look at the Four of Pentacles, which is in the near future. And we have the Hierophant. Yeah. So the Hierophant is all about faith, beliefs. Someone is juggling. We've got Taurus here. And Taurus, right on top of the Four of Pentacles, which is my Taurian energy, is saying that someone is seriously juggling on whether they want to commit, whether they can trust this connection. We did have the, remember what we had here. We had the High Priestess, which is, she is connected to spirit. And here we've got the Hierophant. So remember what I was saying before, that I believe more than likely that the divine feminine, whoever is the divine feminine in this relationship, dear Libra, they realize the connection. They understand this connection. Now the Hierophant can speak of a commitment. The Hierophant does have two keys here. If there have been restrictions, obviously we're on lockdown. Someone has been trying to manifest the closeness, the security of a commitment. Let's have a look at the Moon. And the Moon also speaks of home, family, but the Moon also speaks of the past. Okay, Cancerian energy. Cancer is all about security, stability. Now it's the North Node of the Moon, which is at the last degrees of Cancer. We know that's fated, where we're moving towards, is ready to move out of the sign of Cancer and into the sign of Gemini, the North Node. Now the South Node will be transitioning from Capricorn into Sagittarius. And we know that the South Node is very, very karmic. So we're letting go of a karmic difficult cycle that we've been working through for the past 18 months. We're focusing more on our security. And now with the nodes changing on the 5th of May, which is in a few days, it's very important. We're moving into the areas of Gemini, which is communication, collaboration, technology, movement, collaborating with our neighborhood, not so much at a distance, which is Sagittarius. That's where the South Node will be. So I do believe that you are looking for security, and this may have to do with the past as well, maybe even with your conditioning, okay, and your family conditioning. And we know that the Hierophant can also speak of religion. If you are coming from a different religion or different beliefs with your partner, this is what you've been trying to juggle here. Let's have a look at the Moon. And we have the Queen of Cups here. And the Queen of Cups is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. again, the intuitive queen. Okay, this queen needs security. That's what she's looking for. She's looking for nurturing. She's looking for the connection of family, and she needs that. Now, the Queen of Cups, yes, very intuitive, very emotional as well. Now, it'll be interesting as we're going to have a full moon in Scorpio, and the Queen of Cups could be someone who feels into the energies of the moon, very strong with the moon here. That could be when you are seeing something that will make you very open emotionally. Here we've got the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So there is that emotional side to this connection, of course. Now the Queen is more mature or more experienced here. Let's have a look at that Knight of Wands. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, everyone, and that is beautiful. That says to me that whatever you are desiring to move towards, you're hoping to find something very stable, very grounded and very real. Now this Knight of Cups could also be looking at commitment. Okay, for those of you that are needing to move, you've created something and you're wanting to spread it to the world, to take it to the world. This will be very promising for you. You've got the Ten of Pentacles twice, dear Libra. What's that Three of Wands? Three of Wands. And we've got the Four of Pentacles again. The Taurian energy. Some of you, yes, could be dealing with a Taurus, no doubt. Four of Pentacles is holding on to something very tightly. Sometimes, dear Libra, holding on too tightly is going to suffocate them. So just let it go. Give them a little bit of breathing space. And we know that whatever is meant to be will come back. Ace of Swords. Let's look at the outcome. And we've got the Five of Swords. Wow. There is competition here. Yes, there is conflict. Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords, that's the Six of Swords. But, dear Libra, I'm going to say that your intellect and if you have been feeling conflicted, now this could also be speaking about your partner, as your partner may still have legal issues that they're dealing with from the past, could be anything related to family and money here. We know that the Five of Swords can be quite cutting, as swords are very sharp. Double-edged sword, no one really wins in the end here. But what this card is saying, that, dear Libra, you've got the weapons in your hand, you've got the ammunition, and that is a sharp brain. You've got a battle on your hand, and if this is not the energy of your Knight of Wands, as yes, he is on a shaky ground, he is conflicted, but I do feel, because this is a card of clarity, that the Ace of Swords is the main energy, and this is someone ready to take off. And the Five of Swords can also speak of someone who is very popular, so you're feeling as though you're needing to do battle to win this person's heart. The Five of Swords can also speak of changes coming in, changes that are necessary. You're needing to do battle before you can start this, and the conflict could mean a lot of things here. Let's take another card, and we've got the Two of Swords here. Wow. We've got 6 and 2 is 8 swords. Fear is holding someone back here. Fear is actually holding someone back. This is the last moment. This is the last moment of having to make that decision. Sometimes the conflict can come from lack of balance, lack of understanding. Okay, and this choice this choice that was necessary to be made has been very hard for you, dear Libra, or very hard for your partner. Let's take some Sibillas on that area there. Let's look at the Sibillas and see what that's all about. This could even be competition where family is concerned. Family members. Let's take 2 cards that opened up. We have the Donna Maritata, which is the Empress, and the Prigione, which is the obligations, the chains that are weighing someone down. And this is the masculine. Now, the Donna Maritata is the mother with the children. I did say that more than likely it could be for some of you that it's the feminine, the divine feminine that comes along with the children. But there are also obligations for the masculine here. And these could be legal obligations, anything to do with the law as well. This is my Capricorn card in the Sibillas. Now, what do we have in Capricorn? We have Jupiter, which can mean truth, but also our beliefs, right? Jupiter. We've also got Pluto, which is all about transformation, and we've got Saturn, which is starting very soon to move back into Capricorn. And Saturn is that heavy energy. And we know Capricorn is the boss. It's also something very karmic, as the South Node is in Capricorn. Something that is still trying to be released here. I do believe in the power of Pluto to bring in the transformation and to resolve anything that was maybe hidden or something that was stopping from you starting something new, dear Libra, for you or your partner or the person that you're dealing with. So yeah, there are still things that you are completing here, trying to complete before this beginning can take place. Let's take another card. And we've got the Child. So our obligations to children, as it says here, your love life is being affected by children. So very important. That's more than likely what it's got to do with. We know that the Donna Maritata many times could be the other person's wife, okay, the partner of someone else. But also the good thing with the Donna Maritata, she is very similar to the Empress to me. So once these obligations, once these loose ends are tied up, there is newness here, even if this is not about children. For those of you that are single, this is something new beginning. Okay, so let's just take, I want to take a couple more Sibillas on the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles in the position of what is external to you. We have the card of Speranza, which is hope. It can also mean a card of fear, but it's many times it's hope. We've got Melancholia, so melancholy. And we've also got Sacerdote. And Sacerdote is marriage, it's family, it's beliefs, it's structures. So I'm going to say that this Knight of Wands, if he is someone that is still trying to tie up those loose ends from the past, they may still be fearing connection and commitment. Okay, but whatever the case, there is a transformation. This is a 13. This is a 13. And you know what? They may also even be keeping this from you, dear Libra. They may not be opening up fully to let you know about their fears. Now, the fears could be your own, of course, as well. The fear of, is this a player? Is this someone, I know they're very popular, they're very flirtatious. Would they be able to commit to me? And you're feeling a bit down about that. So there are doubts here. There are doubts. Let's take, what I want to look at is the Nine of Cups here. I want to take another card and see what that's all about. And we have the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. More than likely it's a Taurian. I did mention before you may be dealing with a Taurus. Nevertheless, the King of Pentacles is someone very stable. Now, of course, King of Pentacles, which is Taurus, it's all about values. So at this time with your ruling planet Venus, Venus also rules Taurus. Excuse me. And we are looking at our values right now. What is important to us? I think that that's where the stability will come from, as Venus will be retrograding in the sign of Gemini. Now, some of you could be dealing, yes, with someone from your past as well. Well, I'm going to say that because we've got the King of Pentacles and we've got the King of Wands, I would say more than likely that for a lot of you, you may have come out of a relationship with an earth sign, more than likely. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Hierophant twice, and we've got the King of Pentacles here, which the King of Pentacles may have been someone that was more into the materialistic side of things, as I do feel mainly the most important connection for you, for most of you here, is the King of Wands. We've got fire twice here. Okay, and I'm going to say that for those of you that are single, you may be dealing with two different people. You may have a choice of two. So we've got an earth sign and a fire sign, more than likely. That's what it looks like here. So I'm going to say that the King of Pentacles could also be a boss, someone that you have been working with. The Nine of Cups here is also a wish fulfillment. So I'm thinking, could this be for some of you, if you've been working, you may also have been working in a partnership. We could have two different partners, a fire sign and an earth sign. And I would say more than likely that because the King of Pentacles is sitting on the Nine of Cups, where work is concerned, because the King of Pentacles is all about money and stability, I would say that that would be the case for you, that this is the person or the partner that you would prefer to go with where business is concerned, right? And they may also have water in their chart, and we've got the Knight of Cups here as well. So this may have been the door opening where work is concerned, where something that you're wanting to create. Okay, we've got the Nine of Cups and the 10th cup here with this Knight of Cups. So if you are creating something, then this could be someone that is, this is where the money is going to be coming from. The King of Pentacles could also be another partner that does bring in a lot of value and a lot of, I don't know, maybe even materialistic things. So putting money into the company. For those of you that are wanting to expand, of course, expand your business to the world. All right, I think I have been rambling on enough. I do hope that I gave you a little bit of clarity. Let's take a couple of my handwritten cards. Okay, I'm going to look at, of course, the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. We've got the King of Wands in the now position. I'm going to say that for some of you, of course, this King of Wands may also have strong Taurus in their chart. So let's take two messages, one for each of the kings, and see what their thoughts are. And that may be, I'm going to say, if you are dealing with a Taurian, we know that Taurus is very stable. They plan their moves, they strategize. And therefore that's maybe why the Fool card is in the challenge position. Let's take this King of Wands. What's the message from this King of Wands? What does he want us to know? And we are so different, and I don't know if this could ever work out. I don't know what to do. And we've got the Fool card where there are choices here. Okay, there are choices. He's got a few paths. Okay, but with the Ace of Swords on top of the Fool card, this is saying more than likely that this king will take this new path. Let's look at the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, which is on top of the Nine of Cups. And we have, after you left me, my world stopped. Please come back. So this King of Pentacles could also be someone that is trying to drown their sorrows, if this was the person from your past, as I mentioned before. Let's take a couple more cards, so one on each of the kings. Let's go to the King of Wands. So he says, we are so different, and I don't know if this could ever work out. I don't know what to do. Let's take another card for him. And we have, wow, you are so hot. I want you. You drive me crazy. It's interesting to see that, yes, this is someone that is driven by their passion. And I do believe he's going to take that path, as this is a very, very sexual and very passionate connection. And I feel as though that's the trap here. That's the trap. The thing is that this connection more than likely started as more of a sexual connection, but then it turned into more than likely an emotional one and a much more divine connection. As I was saying before, your partner probably didn't recognize you as their soulmate in the beginning. Let's have a look. One more card on the King of Pentacles, everyone. I don't want to be tied down. I will never marry. I don't believe in marriage. Wow. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let's take one more. I know that these messages do not resonate for everyone. Now, these messages could be towards this King of Pentacles or from this King of Pentacles. Let's see. Someone obviously was not ready to settle down here, and then the split came. Let's see what comes after. I can't help myself from falling in love with you every day. So what I feel is, if this is the same person, they were not ready to settle down. So there was a split. And here we've got the I can't help myself falling in love with you. So it looks as though now this has turned into something much more emotional. Even though he was someone that was more about business, he's now open emotionally, this King of Pentacles. Let's take one more on the King of Wands, and I will take an angel answer as well. Let's take the King of Wands here. And we come from two very different worlds, but we can overcome this with our love. And that does speak of physical distance, as well as, and maybe only, the upbringing. So different worlds can mean different childhood conditioning, different religion, different parts of the world. So let's see. Let's take the angel answers, please, Libra. Are you ready to ask your question? I'm going to take a couple of cards, 2 or 3, as there are a lot of you out there. I'd love to hear your comments. Let me know what's going on. Okay, so please, Spirit, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Lophiel, can you please guide me to the answer for my Libran people? And we've got unlikely. Wow. And if I read from the book, I know what the unlikely card is all about. maybe I will take the book for you. But let's take the next card as well. We've got ask for help from others. And I'm going to take one more card. And we have not the right time. Wow. So this does speak of timing, dear Libra. This does speak of timing, and it's asking for help from others. Let's take the unlikely. Let's read that for you. There we go. The situation you have asked about is unlikely to occur as you are imagining it. There may be a different version of events that will take place, or it may be that what you've asked about is simply not in your highest, greatest good. Place your focus on an alternative possibility. Open your eyes to different opportunities. Be willing to experience a unique and more uplifting outcome than what you had planned for yourself. I'm just going to take one card on not the right time. So it's talking about timing and the energy of Saturn here with the Capricorn card. Remember, the blockages here are saying that it's going to take some time. As you can see, it is slow moving. The Knight of Pentacles is someone that is planning. Let's take another card. And we have the Fool. So it will happen. As you can see here, the Knight of Pentacles is stopped in his tracks. He's not moving. But the Fool, yes, is someone that's willing to take that risk. And the Fool is also Aries energy. So it's quite different. This is someone that is not moving, not budging, and here is someone that wants to take that risk. So until these two can work together, communicate, as one is, one is very fast and one is not moving at all. I do believe that that's where the blockage is. So there will come the point when the new beginning will come through. Okay, and it doesn't seem to want to give me an answer about the timing here. So just looking at this reading, we could be talking about 10 weeks, I would say more than likely. 10 weeks from now, everyone. Okay? 10 weeks from now, that's 2.5 months. So that's May, June, mid-July. Mid-July, that's when you'll be seeing a change. That's when you're going to have the clarity. But at the moment, in the meantime, ask for help from others. That's what the cards say, and that's what I need to let you know. That's what Spirit has said. I would wait 10 years for this connection, everyone. I really would. But at this time, it's saying that do not be stuck. Look at the flirtation card. What's beneath it? We've got reconciliation. And this has got something to do with the past. Someone coming back from the past. This is the twin flame connection. Beneath that is codependency, which is further back. So you have had a heavy connection. You have been dealing with some sort of an obsession. Now here there is reconciliation, as we know that twin flame connections are very hard to come by. At this time, it's saying the general energy of the romance angels is saying make it light, because it's not going to be easy for you. Okay, make it light, and if you need help, ask for it from others. So, dear Libra, wow, what a story. It's like a horror movie. I think I will leave it at that. I want to thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate all that you do for my channel. I appreciate you spending this time with me, for sharing, liking, subscribing, and commenting. Sending you lots of love, lots of light, and much healing to all of you.